Do 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 do. Are we live? All right, I think we're live. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to my live stream. We're 500 feet above the streets of New York City. That sun is coming up all nice in the distance. Let's say hi to Robert Cowling. Good morning, Cupcake and crew. Good morning, right back at you, sir. Good morning to Honky Tonk, Tennessee. How are you? We got Dave Range. What's going on? He writes LOSER. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. What's up, Dave Range? Jesus. It's early, bro. What the heck, man? It's 6:15 in the morning, Dave Range. Well, good morning. Welcome, Dave. How are you? Nick Ummerchin off the Facebook. Ted Palawada. I love when the hate backfires. Dude, that's really funny, actually. Who else? We got Lisa Connor. Good morning, GH. Good morning, Lisa Connor. Hope you're going to have a fine Thanksgiving. The exodus has begun. My God, the traffic is really, really busy here in New York City on one of the highways below me. Looks like people are heading out of town for Thanksgiving already, getting a jump on the whole damn thing. So that's the first thing we got going on. And then we got what looks like a lovely sunrise behind me. So what's up, Sam V? How are you? What's up, Chris Tartaglia? Good morning to you. How are you, GH? I'm good. I'm tired though, man. I'm tired. We're like pretty much the rest of y'all, and trying to get everything together for Thanksgiving because we're heading out of town. We're hosting out east at the ocean, so hopefully we'll do some live streams out there if the weather cooperates. But man, just running around, just trying to get everything done before we head out. I think we're heading out in a few hours, actually. What's up, Gail? How are you? Mud Sharks Unite, how are you? We got the XM202 Afro. Good morning, Open Crew. Good morning, right back at you, XM. Good to see you. That's in response to Honky Tonk. Oh, wait, that wasn't even for me? The loser thing wasn't even for me? Oh, man. All right. Fair enough. Robert Horton. God, I didn't almost block you. I don't really block many people. Robert Horton, Morning Hope, actually caught a live stream live. Well, there you go, Robert. We're glad to have you, man. You even pronounced it right. My man. Tartaglia. Man, I went to school with some Tartaglias, so I know how to pronounce your last name, Tartaglia. And that's a lot for me because, I got a touch of a few things, and one of them is maybe dyslexia. So sometimes it's hard to say Tartaglia, but yeah, man, grew up with a couple Tartaglias out there on Long Island. Cheers to you. You know what, Chris? Cheers to you. First thing I need to say or do, I need to know, and for real, I don't know because I rolled out of bed at 5:50. Made the coffee, set up. I decided to go with my MacBook camera today because, I don't know. Because I knew the sun was going to be a little better today. This camera seems to pick up the sunrise behind me a little better. But who won Monday Night Football? Did the Chiefs beat the Eagles? Who won in the end, man? I was watching that game, and then all of a sudden I just got really tired in the third quarter, and I went to bed. So I need to know that. We work together here. GH, good morning, GH and crew. Oh, King of all dips. What's going on, buddy? I'm still trying to get the sleepies out of my eyes. Robert Spawn, I see you, brother. We got Jay. You seem to be new. Morning. Every time I drive down the Henry Hudson, I try and guess which apartment building the Opster is in. Well, damn. Barrister 1401, fivers and likes. I'll take a fiver. Oh, you look all blurry. Is your room filled with skunk farts? What's up? Well, I could. I got some Windex. Let me just wipe the lens a little here. Let me just do this. Oh, that's beautiful. That made a huge difference right there. Thanks for your fiver, Barrister 1401. I'll tell you, there's with the MacBooks, right? A lot of you have MacBooks. You know, you close your MacBook like this. Where does the thumb go? The exact right there. The thumb goes right on the camera. So now I got kind of I kind of got like a smudge. I got a smudge right on the lens that the regular Windex will not get rid of, and I don't know what I could use to get rid of the smudge. So it gives me some kind of Vaseline filter, which I don't mind. Don't mind the Vaseline filter this early in the morning. The Eagles beat the Chiefs. What was the final score? Was it close? Damn. All right. All right. So so they both have 2 losses, I think. Chiefs and Eagles. I think that's what we're looking at. You know, those guys are both gonna make a Eagles 21, Chiefs 17. Robert Spahn says, thank you, Robert. I appreciate that. See, I was loving the game, but then I just got really, really tired because of all the running around we were doing. So, all right, Eagles won. What is the deal with the black disabled Santa's toys at Target? Why are they not also Downy? I don't know what this is. What are you trying to say, C-Nut? What is the deal with the black disabled Santa's toys at Target? Why are they not also? Oh, okay. I don't know what Target does. What's the problem? What is Target doing that's bothering you? I don't really understand. Looks blurry. Give the cam a wipe. Look, trust me. You don't want to see this face in HD today. You don't want to see this face in HD, okay? Maybe I did this on purpose. I'm like, you know what? You're looking a little tired. Why don't you use your MacBook camera today with the smudge? It'll give you a bit of a filter. It'll give you a little break on your tired face. Maybe I did this on purpose. Opie, was Pat LaFontaine a legend hockey player? I don't know hockey. Pat LaFontaine fell. Wow, this is like so like me, you, and maybe one other person gives a crap about Pat LaFontaine 2 days before Thanksgiving. He was a New York Islander for a while. I think he might have even played for the Rangers for a little bit, and he fell short of expectations. He was supposed to be one of the next great hockey players, and he did I. Oh, the Chiefs are 7-3. Okay, sorry, Jay. All right, the Chiefs are 7-3, and the Eagles are what? That makes them 8-2, I think. No, 9-1. Excuse me, 9-1. Okay, I got that backwards. Thank you, Jay Wolf. Is that what? Yeah, and okay, yeah, the Eagles are 9-1. Right on. Doug, how are you? Good morning to you. Hope you're gonna have a good day. Happy Thanksgiving Tuesday, GH and crew. Joseph Lewis. Yeah, it begins in New York City on Tuesday. The mass exodus. You can see it. There's way more cars out there right now because people are like, let's get the hell out of here. Why are we going to wait till tomorrow and be stuck in crazy traffic? So they're leaving today, and we're leaving today. I got to get my turkey out of the freezer. I when I was out at the ocean last week, I went and got my 15-pound turkey. We went with a 15-pounder. And I got to get it out of the freezer. That damn thing's got to start defrosting, right? I think so. And then we got to start making all the fixings. And I still got to order my roast as a little side, my filet roast. So we got a lot to do. Get a vegetable filter. Yeah. Oh yeah, Pat LaFontaine did play for the Sabres. Right on. But I believe he started with the Islanders, if I'm not mistaken. Robert Cowley, the Cleveland Browns are also 7-3. I know that's crazy. And you guys don't have Deshaun Watson for the rest of the season, and you guys are 7-3. That's crazy. Oh, after Deshaun Watson, that guy could go screw. GM, it's Joseph. Hey, Joseph. Good morning. Oh, wow, look at that sunrise. Awesome. Yeah, man, it's popping up nicely, right? Good morning, kid. How are you? Hope you have a good Thanksgiving. How are you coping with time savings, man? Well, now it's just it. We all do the same thing, daylight savings time. We all get annoyed because it just pushes us further into darkness, and then we spend 2 days going, right now it would really be. Right now it would really be. And then we do that, and then we just deal with it. And now it just gets dark at I don't know, 2:20 in the afternoon. It's just stupid. But we've done it, you know. I mean, it's really simple though. Like, why people are like, would you want to go to work or drop your kids at school in the dark? Yeah, I would. If that means a little more light when you get out of work or get your kids out of school, yeah, I would like that. Yes, I would do that. Yes, I would. Safe travels today, buddy. You too, Joseph, wherever everybody's going. I'm assuming a lot of you guys are traveling. No? I would assume. I hate traffic. Oh, my God. Chris Tartaglia. I don't know why no one has ever said that before. You're a genius. Cheers. I don't mind the traffic if you got some good conversation and if you got some good music going. I don't mind. At this point, though, we lost the radio to the kids. I'm at that stage in parenting. And then every once in a while, my lovely daughter, because she's just a rock star. Hey, here's one for daddy. And then she plays the Black Keys, Gold on the Ceiling, and I'm just hopping down the road like this. And then they go back to their junk. But I get one song that I can bop to while I'm driving. And usually it's Gold on the Ceiling by the Black Keys, if you need to know. Beautiful pic on Twitter, shot a hole in Gomez's heart. Apple juice Andy. What happened? What happened? What happened with that apple juice? What are you referring to? Watson got overpaid and will be a bust in Cleveland. Deshaun Watson. Yeah, I mean, who stepped up to get a win for them without the Deshaun Watson? That's pretty impressive, no? Oh, do you remember the toothpick guy you all made fun of? I listened to that yesterday, had me crying. Yeah, I remember that. I just posted my reflections of that Opie and Anthony bit on my YouTube channel. Oh, you're on YouTube watching this. Okay. Opie Radio. I was and trust me, you guys you could babble and say what you think I am nowadays, whatever. But I was a lunatic on the radio. And my philosophy, I'll say it again, I just as long as the mics were on, I didn't really think a lot of that stuff was like real. I really thought I was my job was to entertain the people stuck in their cars in traffic. So to me, it's like, look, I got to sacrifice some things. I got to make people uncomfortable because there are people in their cars right now that need this. So this guy, do you have the details cards, 93? Because I gave my reflections, but my reflections are based on something I did a very long time ago at this point, and I haven't heard the bit in many years. But basically, a guy comes in with his toothpick art. He spent a bloody, I was going to say a bloody amount of time, but also a bloody fortune because it was just, I don't know. I don't know how many toothpicks he used, but he had this beautiful toothpick art. What was it in the shape of even? Cards, help me out. I always just say toothpick art, but I don't know what it actually was. And for whatever reason, Letterman was going to have him on. And for whatever reason, they decided that guy, toothpick art, needs to be on Opie and Anthony before he goes on David Letterman. And my whole job was to try to get the toothpick art so I could smash it in front of his face. Just saying that in the year 2023, I'm like, who is this madman? Oh, that's you. But that was my whole thought. Just get his toothpick art and smash it. So now he can't go on Letterman because now he goes on Letterman with smashed toothpick art. And then, he was on to me. This is the short version. He ran out of the building, our state-of-the-art studios on, where were we, guys? We were on 57th Street, right? Ran out of the building. We're about 5 stories up. So I ran to the window with some mustard that we had laying around. I wanted to spray mustard on him and his toothpick art, and the mustard rained down on the streets of New York and hit a fine, well-dressed Asian man that was coming into the building to start his day. But I want to know today, cards, because you just listened to it. Give me a couple bullet points of the bit. Like, what was the toothpick art of? Was it a face? I don't even remember that part of it anymore. Always a pleasure to catch a live stream. Can't live with them. Thank you. I got a headache today. I think I'm dehydrated. A lot of coffee, a lot of running around. Bunch of miles on my bike without hydrating will do that to you. So my head is like pounding right here. What's up, Mark Chernoff? How are you? Poppy, wait. Bongo the trucker, go ahead. Well, I don't know what that means there, Poppy. What are you trying to do? What are you trying to do there, Poppy? Can you explain maybe? King of all diffs, once again. Will Rogers, morning, Ope. Cheers right back at you. The city's on fire. What's up, Ross Dogs? Look at that, huh? That's nice. I'm spoiled though. That's just an average sunrise. They get way crazier than that, like way crazier. What's up, Ross Dogs Broken Spirit? I hope you're having a fine Thanksgiving. Robert Cowling, I'd get going before the crazy rain that we've had since yesterday. It looked like it was heading your way for Ohio. Yeah, I think this crazy like storms, I think in Western New York and in the northern part of New York State. I think we're clear down here as far as not having crazy weather for Thanksgiving. I believe we're clear. I'll be traveling to and from work. LOL. Oh damn, you gotta work today and tomorrow there, Scott Watson. Ha! Kids music. Never thought you'd know the words to so many songs you didn't want to, right? Yeah. Jeffrey Bezos. Oh yeah, they listen to some crazy ass stuff, man. Oh my God, what is going on? Would you trust Tesla to drive you in traffic, GH? 100%. Have you ever driven a Tesla? I drove a Tesla. I wanted to buy one the next day. It was actually my brother-in-law's car. I drove it a few summers ago. Wow, it might be about 5 years ago now. When I was out east at the beach, and yes, I would. They got it figured out, and I went hands free, and there was like kind of a sharp right turn that went into a left turn into town, and I'm like, let's see what this thing could do. And I let go of the steering wheel, and this Tesla just stayed right in the middle and turned itself. It was absolutely amazing. It's just so sad that I don't know. We got a society that can't push us forward quick enough. So these self-driving cars, they're ready. They're absolutely ready, but they need the cooperation of like governments and society. And some of the roads have to be reworked a little bit, but they're ready. They're ready. The technology is there. It's absolutely amazing. And then I told you, like, I was behind a car and there was a stop sign coming up and they were making a right. And I was far back enough, but as they were slowing down and make the right, I was going to be on their ass in seconds. I'm like, all right, let's see what this Tesla could do. And I let go of the steering wheel, let go of the gas and the brakes. And the Tesla does the math and slows down, in such a way you don't even feel it. Like just so smooth. The car takes its right. And then my Tesla went back up to speed that I had it set at. Oh, my God. I can't say enough about the electric cars and the Tesla. At the very least, they should be throwing some of this technology. And I know that some cars are. Some of this technology into our current cars. It's amazing. My only thing with the Tesla, like it's stupid because most people are getting away from the bigger cars, but I like to have a big just pile of junk around me while I'm driving. And I'm waiting for the Teslas to come up with a decent sized SUV, and then I think I'm in. If Opster could press a button and make someone disappear, I wonder who it would be. Who? Greg Hughes. Thank you for all the G's there, buddy. Hi, Kevin. Thanksgiving is the best holiday. It's just a throwdown and you eat your face off. Yeah, there's no pressure with the Thanksgiving unless you're hosting. But then, then it rolls right into Christmas, which none of us. If you're over the age of 15, you don't enjoy. But I actually really, no, you don't. The stress and the pressure of running around like a lunatic, trying to find stuff, buying stuff for people that, you try your best, but they're never going to like what you gave them, and vice versa. They're going to give you stuff and you're going to be like, oh, thanks. And you're not going to like it either. That's why I make deals with people around me. I'm like, yo, we good? What do you mean we good? Like, we're good, right? You don't buy anything for me. I don't buy anything for. Oh, yeah, man. High five. Let's get a beer. I knock people off my list that way. Because Christmas is a nightmare. Oh, it's a nightmare. Just a nightmare. All right, cards. When you start laughing when Ant took his bag and ran, had me dying. Yeah, right on, bro. It was one of those classic Opie and Anthony bits. Do you still talk to Bobo? No. For no reason. I don't talk to people from Opie and Anthony for the most part. We did our thing. For the most part, a lot of those guys weren't people I wanted to hang out with on a personal level. I mean, I certainly did hang out with some of the guys on a personal level, but in general, none of those guys were people I would, want in my life after that whole experience, that whole show went bye. So no, I don't talk to Bo. I don't talk to a lot of them. There's a few I still talk to, but in general, they're not the type of people that I personally wanted in my life after the show went bye. But, as far as the Opie and Anthony show went, a lot of these guys were fucking perfect for it. Of course they were. This is just fascinating. Is it Tom Enright? We're just doing a casual cup of coffee. Sun's coming up. I'm 500 feet above the streets. As we kind of get ready for Thanksgiving, man, you can feel it in the air. People are ready to go. It's go time. Opie looking cute this morning. Well, I try. Honestly, I got a headache, so I put this hat on. And this room, we didn't turn the heat on, and I could already tell that it's pretty cold outside because this room is freezing. So that's another reason for the hat, if you need to know the truth. Toothpick art was the Biff sculpture, wasn't it? I just need to know what the sculpture was with that toothpick thing. Cake stomp. Oh boy. Oh my God. That was crazy. The cake stomp thing. That guy was a monster that did that. Honest thoughts on Sam as an actual broadcaster, history aside. Hope he had Sam had like natural abilities when I knew him, but he never really grew. He never grew and expanded. He just kind of stayed exactly where he was. I don't know. God, I don't know at this point, like 5-6 years ago. He's just all right. He'll eke out a broadcast living. He'll be in the business for a long time, but he's just all right. He ain't going to do anything. He ain't going to do anything really special, if you want to know the truth. He had a lot of potential in the beginning, though, but then he just stagnated, and he's just kind of sitting there now. But he'll do just well enough to always have some kind of a gig. But he ain't going to be living 500 feet above the streets in New York City. He ain't going to be living at the ocean on the weekends. None of that is in his future. Wow, you were real cutting edge on 57. What the hell does that mean, Tom? I don't even know what that means. You really were going to smash the toothpaste art? Yeah, yes, Sadist Vodka. Yes, I was. I can't lie. Yeah, I was. I absolutely was. And my stupid thinking was that it really wasn't real because I was entertaining people in their cars. Yeah, it really was. That's crazy, I know. But I did other crazy stuff. I love the haters. They try to push garbage forward, and one of them is they uh they send out the time I smashed Sandy Kane's guitar, like she was some like stranger homeless woman that came in with her guitar, and I smashed it. Like, and a lot of these people, they're just so dishonest because they know that Sandy Kane was part of the Opie and Anthony show for a million years and loved us to death. Oh, they're just so dishonest with how they try to push some of this hate forward to the masses. I thought Ant said he did the mustard on the Asian guy. Mud Sharks Unite. Well, I could, all right. To be honest with you, wow, yeah, maybe he did. Maybe he did. Like some of these, some of your memories and some of my memories certainly are based on, some of it might not be based on the actual reality at hand. So, if I was the guy trying to smash the toothpick art and then the guy ran out, Anthony would absolutely back then get into the whole thing, and he he could have easily picked up the mustard and did the mustarding. So maybe I got that part of it wrong. If I did, I'll adjust that. I'll adjust that. I'm starting to feel like, yeah, that maybe he did do that part of it. Okay, fair enough. Mud Sharks Unite. Fair enough. Y'all had people calling him the whole time. Y'all left the studio at one point and left Ralphie May in there alone, and he brought in Art for Biff. All right, Cards. I remember listening to that live. Loved every minute of Cringe Radio. Thank you. Yes, we kind of nicknamed it Cringe Radio. What can we do to make you cringe in your car? What can we do to make you go, no, don't do this. Don't do this. Asian man is assuredly making more money. Okay, thanks, Tom. Oh, you're a hater. Look, you just showed yourself as a hater. This is just depressing. No, it's not depressing. How is it depressing? What do you want? What do you need from me, Tom and Wright? Why is this so depressing to you? Why? I'm hanging out with a group of people that I've been hanging out with for, at this point, years. I got a sunrise coming up in the distance that's just absolutely gorgeous. I got a cup of coffee in my hand. I'm just chilling out, hanging out. This is so easy for me and fun. And then I'm going to go get my kids and get them to school and then get ready to leave the city for Thanksgiving. This is, sadly, I got to put you out of your misery. I don't block many people, but if this is depressing for you, I don't want you to do anything crazy. So I got to get rid of you. Goodbye, Tom Enright. It's been nice knowing you. Does that headache have a name? Gomez? Gomez didn't give me a headache. Jesus Christ. That was just stupid stuff. Who gives a crap? I don't give a crap what Luis Gomez thinks of me. I don't care. I just don't care. If you were hanging out with me on the Twitter late last night, I was just having a lot of fun with the whole dumb thing. And that's it. And then I move on. Who cares? I don't give a crap. Do you really pay close to $10,000 to $12,000 a month for building fees, or is it annually for you Upper West Side apartment? That is all right. Let me clean up your question because I know what you're saying. We have something called maintenance charges, and the maintenance charges for my apartment in this building, I don't give a fuck. I'll give you the numbers. Is pushing $6,000 a month. That is not a city tax. That's not a mortgage. That's an extra charge just to live in this building. $6,000 to round it off, right around $6,000 a month. It's absolutely insane. And then recently, this Mayor Adams, Well, I know this is different, but now you got me. Now you got me going. And recently, this Mayor Adams, because we can't handle this immigration disaster. I wouldn't even call it a problem at this point. It's a disaster for America. And look, I don't care. All right. This is where we get in the weeds, and this is where I say shit, and then you get mad, and then you don't watch the live stream for a couple days, then you come back slowly but surely. I get all that. I'm saying it differently this time. And don't say Trump or don't say Biden. I don't believe any of that. We have a major immigration problem in America, and America is capable of some insane things when it comes to like conflicts and wars and stopping other nations. But for whatever reason, we can't figure out the border situation. That's so stupid. So my point is, what is it about the border where it doesn't matter what party you are, you do not take care of the situation fully? Now, some of you, and you probably are more right than not, would say Trump did a better job, but he didn't, completely solve the issue either. So there's something about that doesn't make sense at all. When we could go and fight a war and tell other countries, don't do that. Nah, you do that, this is going to happen. But then you got a Congo line of people coming into America. It doesn't make sense. There's something that doesn't make sense about that whole thing. And with that said, we're getting 10,000 new immigrants every month. They're starting to pop up. It's starting to become noticeable. Now there's people on corners with coolers just selling like homemade stuff, homemade drinks and cups in a cooler. But anyway, with that said, this Mayor Adams, right? He cut the New York City budget by over what was the number? Does anyone remember the number? He just slashed the budget, which means less cops on the street. All these services are a lot of them are getting slashed big time because we have to pay for the immigration issue in New York City. The 10,000 people coming in every month, we got to house those people. And and my tax bill is about to be in my mailbox. The number is absolutely insane. And now us New Yorkers have to pay this crazy city tax bill, knowing that all the services have been slashed dramatically because of the immigration problem that is completely taking over a lot of this country. And then we can't solve the issue. What is it about this thing that they're allowing it to continue to happen? What is it? It doesn't make sense. So to answer your question, yeah, close to $6,000 a month just to live in this building. That doesn't count mortgage, city taxes, and other things. Doggy's good, David. Doggy's good. What's up? You're saying hello to King of all diffs, I bet. Do you remember Master Poe? Listen to old shows every day. Was he actually a security guard or was it a joke? I could never tell. We made fun of Master Poe, but he was no joke. He was a scary fucking dude. He was a scary dude, and he didn't play. He took his job very, very seriously. Between him and Club Soda Kenny, we were well protected during a time where we literally couldn't walk the streets by ourselves. So no, he was the real deal, but he was a guy that it was very easy to make fun of him. Very easy, which we did. All right, what do we got going on? I see a couple super chats. I spin to the super chats. You want to be in the front of the line if you have something really, really important. If you super chat it, I will see you right away like this. Boom. Cards 93, $4.99. You get a cheers from me. I listened to the episode where you all called Eric's hotel room, made whale noises in the phone. I'm trying to remember the good times of Opie and Anthony at this point. I really am. I mean, I obviously, maybe went in too hard with all the garbage and the nonsense. So I'm trying. And man, you just made me laugh, Cards 93. I think that was when he was on his honeymoon, right? And poor E-Rock, we couldn't leave it alone. As people say online, hey, Ope, leave it alone. Leave it alone. We couldn't leave it alone. So now, all these years later, when you say to me to leave it alone, that's stupid. You never listened to the Opie and Anthony show. Well, that's nice, huh? And Eric was on his honeymoon, and we decided to disrupt it by finding what room he was in and playing well noises. God, Jesus. Oh, we were just unstoppable with our nonsense. Just unstoppable. Catch up in chat. I'm trying, King of all diffs. I'm trying. Are you still friends with Jimmy? What? No. No. I heard he got married or something. God, good for him. Smash those likes and reactions, kids. Yeah, thank you, Nathan Brimmer. Fires and likes. God, no. It was hard to be friends with Jimmy back in the day. I mean, it was extremely hard. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. That sun is right over my shoulder. Look at that. Well, look at that. I got a little sun. This shoulder? I got a little sunrise on my shoulder right now. Call Pixar. I got an idea for them. Guy with sunrise on his shoulder. Coming to Pixar. Now you donate, Len. Yeah, I agree with that, Ross. Thanks. Oh, you should make another Cake Stomp video, but this time Pie Punch. The follow-up would be Pie Punch. All right, then. All right, Apple Juice Andy, you were the only man in the toothpick interview. Opie the Destroyer, Ant and Jim were shriveled up cowards. Nah, not really. I mean, thank you. I mean, we all, when the Opie and Anthony show was running on all cylinders, we all played our roles perfectly. And then, things started falling apart, obviously. And then I literally shut up on my own show, which was, I think it's time to write a book. But, when it was running on all cylinders, we all had our parts. And some of the stuff I did because it made the guys really uncomfortable. And then I'm thinking, if they're really uncomfortable, then the people in their cars are really uncomfortable. And this is really good radio. So when Jimmy shriveled up or Anthony was like, he would literally sometimes cover his face, even though it was radio, like, no, I can't. Then I knew, okay, this is another day of great radio for the Opie and Anthony show. So... And, I do that in my regular life. Carl knew when me and Carl were podcasting all over New York City, I would do stuff without the mics on just to make him uncomfortable. I love that stuff. I don't know why, but I love it. I like your short videos where you troll dumb tourists with non-existent historical explanations of bridges and such. Oh, thank you. I got to make more of those. Thank you. I've been a little lazy getting out on the streets, which is stupid because I enjoy making those videos. Poker chips throw was the best. Well, thank you, William. Now we're doing a best of. Sure, why not? Best of the Opster. Man, I love that sunrise. I keep moving out of the way so you guys could see it a little bit. I didn't set up the sunrise cam today. I could have too. All right. Oh, skipping to a super chat. Cards 93. You get another cheers. You throwing the poker chips was hilarious, and Ant yelled, "Clean it up!" Yeah, that was a moment. But that, I said it recently, but I absolutely sacrificed that for the radio show because, I got a reputation of breaking stuff on Opie and Anthony. Fans were always bringing cool stuff. I mean, cool stuff for real. I like really cool stuff. They would find out you liked something. Let's say maybe it was wine. Next thing you know, they're coming by the station with just a sick-ass bottle of wine. I'm trying to remember some of the other stuff over the years, and then, these people would show up and they would hand Anthony something really nice and beautiful. They would hand Jimmy something really nice and beautiful, and then they would stare at me. This happened more than a couple times, and basically say, "Nothing for you because I know you smash everything." So I was like, I want a gift. I want a little present too, man. Bill Burr's wife really made you happy, didn't she? With the flip and all. No, no, bro. No, who cares? What are you doing? I supported my old friend Bill Burr. I don't really give a crap if a politician is flipped off. I don't care. I don't care if Biden gets flipped off. I don't care if Trump gets flipped off. You know, I love anyone that has balls like that. And I also know Bill's wife, Nia, personally. We hung out a few times, especially back in the day. And she's very, very nice, believe it or not. She's funny in her own right. And what people don't want to hear is like a lot of the comedians you know and love know her very, very well and like her. But in the end, it's just a person. Yeah, it's Bill Burr's wife. It's just a person flipping off a politician. I said it recently. Every politician should be flipped off. If you see a politician, flip them off. F all of them. We got a mayor, like I said, he just slashed the budget here in New York City because he doesn't know what else to do. So he just made living in New York even harder. The F all of them. But it didn't make me like, oh my God, happy or anything. I liked it. It was a cool moment. I like cool, weird moments like that, of course. And and then people use like the word classless. It's it's not. Yeah, okay. But like using the word class with politicians, really? I think you're being dishonest when you start saying that garbage. Especially Trump. I mean, Trump basically said, the famous line of grabbing her by the, I don't think Trump is a class guy. I really don't. Whatever, dude. Whatever, dude. Happy pre-travel day. Not for us. This is a travel day waiver. Hey, that's great, JFK. How about a $5? And Ross Dogs, he strong arms you all to give me a $5 and like. That's one of his things on the. Oh, look at that. Damn. Well, damn. And he puts his money where his mouth is. He throws his $5s here and there. So thank you, Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. If you're local, I want to buy you a beer, Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. What's up, Mike Long? My vision for a blurry. Okay, I don't know what that means. Okay, all right then. Okay. Oh my God, I'm this far behind in the comments. Not anymore. Skipping right to a super chat. Owen Wilson giving me 5 things. Only $5,995 to go. Think what you like about Ope. However many listeners, the guy works every day. Don't mean that as an insult. Ope's a fighter. I just like doing this every day. This is easy. Cheers. Thank you, Owen Wilson. What, are we trying to make my maintenance charges for November? That would be. Can we make my maintenance charges for December? You think we could do that? You think you guys could pass a hat around? It's only $6,000. Thank you, Owen Wilson. You know what's funny about that? Yeah, I got my haters, obviously. Anyone that's in the public eye has their haters, but I also got a lot of really, really cool people. And I think unfortunately, as humans, we all, for whatever reason, and I read articles about this and try to understand it. I read a bunch of psychology stuff. I like trying to learn about the human brain and how we think and all that. And no one has really completely figured out, to my satisfaction, I should say, because maybe there is something out there I just haven't come across. Why is it that human beings, most of us, for real, most of us, I'm talking to 114 people right now between Facebook and YouTube, and then I got who knows how many more on Twitter right now, and the Twitch, and then in the replay, all said and done, these things get close to 4,000 to 5,000 views. That's where I'm at in my life. But why is it, as human beings, most of us that are watching this either live or in a replay, we have so much good going on in our lives, like so much to be happy about, excited about, but it just takes one negative thing, and it's almost like all the good stuff doesn't matter. And as human beings, I don't understand why the majority of us do that, including myself. I'm certainly guilty of that, although in recent years, not as much as the old days. And no one could really figure out why we do that. We had A-listers come in, and we would be talking about their movies and stuff. And more than a few times, it would come up either on air, off air, where they would focus on the one bad review they got for their movie, and we'd be like, Rotten Tomatoes, it's 95%. Yeah, but that movie reviewer from Chicago, and then they just focus on the one bad thing, and we all do it, and I don't know why we do that. I just don't know. Robbie. Well, Robbie, all right. Well, this is why. This is why right here, Robbie. This the MacBook camera shows the sunrise really, really nice. But then when I sit in front of it, it's just whatever. Then I got another camera that will put my face into really nice focus, but then you don't see the sunrise in the background. So I'm trying, and I'm already up to 4 cameras that I've tried. Now I got a GoPro I'm going to try, because I want, like, obviously I want to be more in focus, and I want the sunrise to just pop in the background as well. And I've had a few guys that know this crap way more than me, and they're like, it's hard what you're trying to accomplish. And then I got a ring light I throw on to try to brighten up my face. So whatever, dude. Like, you don't need to see me anyway. Who cares? All right, I got to go wake up my kids. Oh, wait, let me jump to a super chat. John Quartz, you get my last sip of coffee. There's a sip in there. Look, I ain't lying to you. John Quartz gets my last sip of coffee from the first cup. It's quite the honor, John. You know that, right? Getting the last sip. It's quite the honor. Cheers to John Quartz, excuse me, for the dog. Safe travels, everyone. Yeah, thank you. Where are you going for Thanksgiving? Anywhere fun? Are you staying local? Let me put the John Quartz on the big screen. Yeah, man, I think we could do a little more. By the way, I released it early because I know a lot of you guys are going to be in your cars in the next couple of days. My other podcast is called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. It's growing, and I'm happy. Thank you. But I just released episode 6 a couple days early because I know you're going to be in your car. So if you haven't checked it out yet, I greatly would appreciate you do. Subscribe, listen, share. But it's just a whole bunch of quick comedy clips that are really, really funny. The thing moves. This episode, I think, is like 24 minutes. That's it. 24 minutes, close to 20 clips. And it just moves. So you find that wherever you get your podcast. Once again, it's called Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. Episode 6 is out today. With that, I'll be back with another cup of coffee, and we'll finish up. Putting out the fire with gasoline. Putting out the fire with gasoline. What a great song. Does anyone know that song by David Bowie? Putting out the fire with gasoline. It was in a movie called Cat People, I think. And I don't think that song was ever on an actual David Bowie album. Maybe a greatest hits or something, but Putting Out the Fire with Gasoline is such a great song. Once again, thank you, John Quartz. Will you sing karaoke with the Ross Dogs? I suck at karaoke. I like singing. I'm just all right with my singing, but every time I've tried karaoke, the panic sets in with the highlighting of the words. And you know the song really well, but then the panic as you see the highlight going across the words. Oh my God, and I can't keep up, or I'm too, it's the panic sets in. There's too much anxiety with karaoke. I hate it. Absolutely hate it. What are we talking about? Not paying taxes? I'm a fan of not paying taxes. Cheers on that. Cheers. My dad taught me well. No, I pay my taxes. My dad, we just talked about this. I just released something where I was walking across the park with Vic Henley, talking about my upbringing. There was a time my dad actually started church. It's the truth. And because there was a tax exempt back in the day. This is like I would say the 70s, late 70s maybe. There was a loophole where if you were a church, you didn't have to pay certain taxes. So my dad's like, we're a church now, bitch. We're a church. Well, what's the name? And I can't remember the name of the damn church. And I had the name, and now I don't have it again. And I got to ask all my brothers or my sisters what the name of the church was. And we walked around with tax exempt certificates, and we would get in trouble if we didn't use the tax exempt certificate when we were buying our stuff as teenagers or whatnot. And I was mortified, and I never handed the tax exempt certificate to the store owner. And then we would get home with our stuff, and they would ask us to use your tax exempt certificate. I sure did. But my dad figured out a loophole by our family becoming our own church that we didn't have to pay taxes. And then he was giving me a whole speech. I remember that. Look, I know they're listening to us. I know they're listening to us. So look, I'm just telling you something that my dad said a million years ago, but he tried to tell me that federal taxes are illegal. And I'm like, and I think he was, I think he tried it out one year. They're illegal. Here's all the reasons why it's illegal. I'm like, well, let's see how that works out for you. I think it kind of worked out for him because he wasn't arrested or anything. So who knows? So I'm a big fan of the Wesley Snipes. If you need to know the truth, Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. All right. Speaking of singing, what is Craig saying first? Because people with no hopes are easy to control, and whoever has control has the power. Oh, yeah. Whoever has control has the power. Speaking of singing, I just came across something that I had no idea about. And now I need your help because I should have wrote this down. But I was doing this like we all do. In this case, it was TikTok. And all of a sudden I came across this guy and I'm like, who the hell is this? Man, this guy sounds a lot like Johnny Cash. Wow, this guy really sounds like Johnny Cash. Whatever. And then the next day, my algorithm said, oh, you like the guy that sounds like Johnny Cash. So now there's just a lot of videos of this guy sounding like Johnny Cash. So then I finally slowed really down and listened to him do a version of Hurt. The haunting version of 9 Inch Nails' Hurt that Johnny Cash did. Well, this guy did a pretty decent job with that version. Turns out it's Johnny Cash's grandson. And the son of a bitch sounds like his grandfather. It's a little off, but you can hear that he has the Johnny Cash pipes. And it's kind of weird because he's the grandson, and he's definitely an older gentleman. He's got quite the beard. He's a little weathered in the face, so he's certainly an older guy. And I'm thinking to myself, why did I not hear about this guy until, very, very recently? Because the only reason I'm saying he's weathered and an older guy, I'm like, well, if the grandson of Johnny Cash sounds so much like Johnny Cash, why didn't I know this a long time ago? Because I'm assuming that the guy's been singing for a very, very long time. And I keep saying the guy because it doesn't sound like he ever had real commercial success or anything like that. I don't know anything else about the guy. Maybe he doesn't even really, do much with his talent. I have no idea. But holy crap, he's pretty damn good. I need to watch Natural Born Killers in full. Yeah, that's a good movie, man. I remember that being a really good movie. I remember Natural Born Killers I think it was Rodney Dangerfield plays a heavy in Natural Born Killers, like an abusive father or something like that. And you're like, wow, this is another side of Rodney Dangerfield. This is weird. But I don't really remember much about the movie in general anymore. I haven't seen that probably in 20 some odd years. Hi, Hope. Trump and Biden both totally suck. Love what you do for us. Oh, thank you, Ernest. I appreciate it. I obviously just do it for the love of it because, I've made 30 likes and $10. So I obviously do it for the love of it. So thank you, Ernest. Do All right, I'm just spinning through beautiful skyline. What's up, Rocco? How are you? John Cord's coming through at the buzzer. Ross Dogs pays attention to how much pocket money I make, which I like. I watched Joker for the second time on Delta 13. Really made me catch more symbolism. Oh, all right. All right. Sid Barrett's brain was fried from LSD. Well, yeah, now we're just throwing facts out there. Yes, it was. I've had the opportunity to dip into some of that stuff. Man, I know I'd be the Sid Barrett guy. I know I'd be the one just wandering around in a bathrobe. I just know it. I know I'd be the guy. That's all it would take. And then you idiots could go, he finally lost it, see? Comedy quick hits, all right, nitwits? You heard the man start downloading. Thank you, Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. And you know what? If there's a few of you that haven't even checked out an episode of my new podcast, Comedy Quick Hits with Opie, there's now 6 episodes. You download all 6, I'm going to see some crazy-ass numbers today. So thank you, Ross Dog's Broken Spirit. I appreciate it. What's the new podcast about, Jonesy? I thought it's very quick, funny comedy clips from mostly the early days of the Opie Radio podcast. And it just moves like this. On the latest episode, I got some stuff from Bert Kreischer, some stuff from Chris DiStefano, some stuff from Carl Ruiz, Vic Henley, Sherrod. Who else is in the latest one? I'm trying to remember. And a couple. Oh, Phil Collins. The Phil Collins clip is really funny. So it's stuff like that. It just moves. And each clip just bumps into the next one. I didn't want to separate it with noises or anything because I thought that would just be distracting. But it just goes from every clip ends with a pretty decent laugh, and then the next clip starts right after that. And it just moves. People seem to like it. So find it wherever you get your podcast. Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. All right. All right. Let me, you know what? Let's start wrapping up. I honestly don't think I have anything else today. I don't want to push it. There's your sunrise. If you gave me, well, actually, you didn't really. So Never mind. I said if you gave me a few bucks, thank you. But I think I could thank the two people personally. Are you going to election? Are you going to election for 2024? Not asking who you're going to vote for. Are you going to election? I don't vote. I don't vote. I don't vote. When Carlin talked about politics and the establishment in our government and how he doesn't vote and he likes watching, from the side and pretty much laughing at the whole nonsense. That spoke to me as a kid. I've never voted. Cheers. I've never voted. And I love cookies. I'm making Opie jealous by talking to the other chatters in here. See how fast he said, I can't stay longer? What are you talking about, royalty? I can't read all the comments. I just skip around and try to find stuff quick on the fly. Like if I see Bob Lord, I'm like, I'm gonna click on Bob Lord. See everyone after. Hope everyone has a great day. Episode 6, my podcast provider downloaded it automatically this morning. Yes, that's what I like hearing. Thank you, Bob Lord. Bob, please listen to them as well, okay? Happy Thanksgiving to Bob Lord. I like Bob. I like using Bob as an example, by the way, and I think it's really, really important. I think in this world, like, if you don't line up perfectly with someone politically, then you're supposed to not like them or something. And I've always found that stupid as well. Half the stuff I say, I don't care if you agree. It's just a way of like getting my nonsense out. And then maybe it gets you thinking, and then it gets your nonsense out. But I'm not here to convince anyone of anything. That's the truth. And me and Bob Lord, we don't really line up. I think we line up on a few things, Bob, by the way. I'm going to adjust this. I think we do line up on a few things, but we're not a match. And I like the Bob Lord. And I think that's how it should be in society. When you're around that Thanksgiving day table and you got someone babbling about politics. Oh no, I forgot. Wait, let me think. We're doing Thanksgiving this year. Nah, man, I think we're gonna be clean. My brother one year, it was hilarious. This was like the early days of Trump, when the whole world was just talking about Trump ad nauseum. I only learned recently, that's why I love to say that word, ad nauseum. I only learned recently that it's AD. Ad nauseum. I didn't know. I thought it was at. Nauseum. But it's ad nauseum when everyone was talking about Trump. So my brother has Thanksgiving, right? And he announces very, very early on, he said, and maybe you could use this at your Thanksgiving Day gathering. He said, and he meant it, my brother don't play. He don't play more than I don't play. Oh, my God. Just the nonsense I do, just imagine it way worse, because I got brothers that are way worse in a good way. They don't take shit from nobody. And every once in a while, there might be a crowbar involved. Let's just put it that way without getting into details. He said, first person that mentions Trump has to clean the dishes. And he meant it. And man, if we didn't have a clean Thanksgiving, although I saw some people going outside, making believe they needed a smoke, and they were whispering to each other, but it kept the chatter down, that's for sure. Appetite for Destruction. Hope every song is money. Andy Volland. Yeah, let's name the songs off Appetite for Destruction. You got the Sweet Child, Oh Mine. You got the Night Train. You got the Brownstone. You got the My Michelle. You got the Welcome to the Jungle, baby. You're gonna die. Why can't Axl hit that note anymore? I'm obsessed with the Axl Rose and how he can't sing Welcome to the Jungle anymore. What happened? Oh my, I'm an old gentleman. I can still scream, Welcome to the Jungle. We got fun and games. Why can't he sing the song? Oh, Andy, you got me going. Did we do all of them though? Night Train, Brownstone, My Michelle, Sweet Child. We got the Welcome to the Jungle. I'm missing a couple off that album, ain't I? Well, you know what, Andy? I'm going to look it up before we go. Oh, shit, I got to go. See, then I end up having fun. And, man, if I was doing this for money, I would have turned this off a half hour ago. So if you don't understand that I like doing this for fun, then I don't know what to tell you. Appetite. All right, appetite. Appetite. Oh, appetite. All right, because of Thanksgiving, I'll have a lot of other appetites come up. Let me look at the songs. Oh, Anything Goes. Right. Okay, here's your list. Oh, Out to Get Me. Right. Oh, I forgot Paradise City. That's the one I should have got. My Michelle, Paradise City. Think About You, Night Train. Welcome to You're Crazy. You're effing crazy. Sweet Child, Oh Mine, Mr. Brown, Stone, and Rocket Queen too. Damn it. Yeah, man. That's a perfect album right there. Perfect album. All right. Let's grab one last fiver on the way out. JD Straight Shot. Red Bar has turned against Lewis. He's in deep trouble. Oh, damn. Well, damn, man. You don't want Red Bar against you, that's for sure. He has a way of making it hurt. He's really good at making it hurt. I take a peek. Red Bar knows how to make it hurt. Oh, my God. He knows how to make it hurt. That's all I'll say about that. Okay, I got to go. I got to go. The big plug doesn't mean anything, but I might as well try. My other podcast, it's Comedy Quick Hits with Opie. You can find it wherever you get your podcast. I released episode 6 a day or two early because I know a lot of you guys are going to be in your cars looking for shit. So hopefully you find my shit. If not, that's okay. All right. I think as long as the weather cooperates, I will be doing a live stream from the ocean tomorrow outside in the freezing cold. If I'm not on, it just means the weather's not cooperating. All right. So we'll play it by ear, as they like to say. We'll play it by ear. Oh yeah, you're not wrong, Vincent Scaramuzzo. Cue the first family member who says, "I know we aren't talking politics today, but yes. Wait, who washed the dishes? That's a very good question. I wish I had the answer to that. I think it was my brother's wife. But you know what? I'm gonna tell you bitches right now. I'm not one of these guys. Oh, you could call me whatever you need to call me, but I'm going to be honest with you. For years, I was one of those guys after Thanksgiving, opening up my belt and watching the Detroit Lions. Why? I don't know. They were a team that sucked for so many years. Why am I watching this stupid fucking Detroit Lions game every Thanksgiving? But it's been many years now. I'm in the kitchen, bitch, scrubbing out pots and pans, bitch. It's 2023, bitch. So you help out with the dishes. You understand that? You understand that? All right. The ladies in our lives, they do a lot for us. So how about you step up and don't assume because you are a man that you're a man, that you just sit on that couch and watch the football. And even if you're never mind. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. I gotta go. I'm gonna get myself in trouble. Goodbye.